Welcome back to Low Gear. What we're seeing in the UK regarding the motor industry and this green nonsense policy to make EVs mandatory as purchases to citizens. First, you can say, do we live in a free world or a free country? Or some damn communist country, socialist country of the forgotten Soviet era? We're Labour, yes. And the costs of vehicles and the turmoils these EVs are making or going through the motor industry in the UK and even in Europe as well, and even the Western worlds, is put risk jobs and this manufacturing thing. Because the manufacturers have to cut down or ration the production of petrol and diesel cars. And obviously EV sales are down because no one buys it, it's expensive and it's not reliable, end of story. And people in the United Kingdom are clinging on to their old banger or a purchase of a second-hand car. They're keeping on to it. If this continues, within a few, decades, the United Kingdom will become like Cuba. Cuba, you don't see new cars, you see American old cars from the 50s and 60s still on the road running with modifications and stuff like that. And this nonsense is absolutely destroying the motor industry and other sectors which are connected up to it. Because people don't want this iPad on four wheels, which is expensive. And obviously when it breaks, it's going to cost you a hell of a lot to repair, despite the battery is going to be a very high purchase loan you're going to have to take out by a battery for your EV. If you buy one after 5 years, you have to change it. Obviously, a revaluation, EV second-hand, they lose a lot of money upon it. It's a question of government policy and European Union. They have to keep much as possible in production petrol and diesel cars. Make them more efficient, more simple. Not like if it was like Darth Vader's bathroom. The cars you see, these huge screens you've got inside these new cars. And all the controls are basically commanded from there. When that breaks, how are you going to have access to a certain function of the vehicle like we have on standard cars, or buttons and knobs? It's a great thing like that. But it's a question of government and car makers sitting at the table. What are we going to do about this? Instead of these people continue producing EVs, the manufacturers, which no one wants to buy, and they want to force people to buy them, the car makers make it mandatory, which is just a boomerang, which is going to absolutely destroy that local industry there. And in favour, when it comes to time, Chinese EVs, which will totally dominate the car market for that type of sector, for that type of vehicle. So start thinking of defending the industry, jobs, and everything which goes around it, basically, regarding car manufacturing industry. People make parts, people repair them, and so on. There's a big universe which just this sector provides work for. And plus, a common car can be recycled, the parts, engine, body panels, the old frame from it can be recycled to metal. You can make other cars, you can make other things. With the EV, what can you recycle? It's like having an expensive iPhone. When the battery goes, you replace it or you throw it away. You'll end up in the ecological dustbin. There's not enough computers people are throwing away because they think that it's old, which it's still working. And you don't think they can get recycled. It all ends up in Africa in a rubbish tip.